American Red Cross's focus is on helping our community be prepared and be resilient. So many of our efforts are around training everyday citizens so that they can help each other and be ready in case disasters strike. We do a lot of health and safety training. In fact, we train over 15,000 people in the local area in skills like CPR, first aid, fire safety, because these are the kind of local disasters that tend to happen in our area. Of course, our efforts are also very focused on disaster relief aid when disasters do strike. Particularly locally, it's local house fires. We tend to help about 400 families every year in this area when house fires strike. We really enjoyed having the DP&L employees join us as volunteers as we did a smoke alarm install this year. We reached a lot of area residents, helping them understand better fire safety tips in their house, get them to plan how to escape if they had a fire, and install smoke alarms if they needed them. It was a great event where I think the DP&L employees enjoyed making a huge difference in our local community. You know, nationwide, the Red Cross has been on this initiative for a couple of years now and have been able to document 131 lives saved so far. So we know when volunteers join us in these events, they're really making a difference in the local community. The Signature Grant funds will help the Red Cross continue our fire safety program, which includes the fire smoke alarm installations, but it also includes educating our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders locally on how to be prepared should there be a fire in their home. It teaches the kids fire safety skills, how to cope, as well as how to look out for and be prepared if there's a tornado in their area. The funds that we receive will also help us with our disaster relief support for people who do get impacted by local disasters. So we're very appreciative of the support that we receive with this tremendous grant. It keeps our chapter strong. This is our centennial year. We're excited about it. We want to stay there for the next 100 years and be ready to support the community whenever disaster strikes. It's pretty impressive that DP&L has been around for more than 100 years, and now our chapter of the Red Cross is celebrating our 100-year anniversary this year. Two organizations that have together been working to support the community for a very long time. You know, way back when the historic Dayton flood happened in 1913, our Dayton chapter of the Red Cross didn't yet exist, but DP&L was there to try to support the community, and there was an initiative to say, hey, we ought to have our own Red Cross as we experienced that kind of a disaster. And it was one of the impetus that created this chapter, and has it been in place supporting the community ever since. The Red Cross is a very volunteer-dependent organization. We've got amazing volunteers who are on call to assist when there's a local disaster. So just like when DP&L has hotlines available for people to call when they are in need, we've got volunteers on call 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. So when a resident experiences a local disaster, we've got volunteers who are going to show up and give assistance.